Hello, Periscope. Thick Madam 730. Hey, Lighter 1976. Lighter? Did I say that right? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Thick Madam 730. Thank you, Oberto Gal. Thank y'all for joining. So as the title of the scope says, I'm back. I was a bad girl. And I'm going to actually talk about my opinion on the whole trans bathroom thing. People are making a very big deal out of it. And I'm going to share my view on that. And then any other randomness that may pop up. Because I am, again, as I said, Thick Madam 730. And I scope about entertainment, life, and the random things that come to my mind. So, how was I a bad girl? So, like a lot of us, I love Beyonce. And like a lot of us, there were millions, I don't know how many millions, but millions of people watched her debut, Lemonade, on HBO, right? Okay, yeah. So, me being the excited Beyonce fan that I am, and into Periscope like I am and was, still am, but you know what I'm saying. The story is past tense. I decided to scope Lemonade. Little did I know that I was violating Periscope rules, child, and HBO sent some type of injunction or something about well, first of all, the thing said that they had requested it to be taken down, but I didn't have any emails from anybody asking me to take shit down, not on Twitter, not off of Instagram, not off of Periscope, and none of that. So I don't know what they were talking about, so I didn't get any requests. I didn't get no DMs, I didn't get no tweets, or none of that. I get notifications, and I'm on Twitter, etc. Okay. So since HBO injuncted to put an infringement on, I don't even know really what the thing is called. Is an infringement of rules or whatever. So basically, I violated Periscope's policy by showing their content, what was on HBO, on Periscope, even though it's only up there for 24 hours, and by the time I even got the email from y'all, nobody would have been able to see what I posted, whether they linked from Twitter to Periscope or went to my Periscope and looked at my broadcast, it's not gonna play. So, but anyway, and by the way, I did pay the $17.99 and bought Lemonade from Miss Beyonce, so how that impacts HBO, I don't know when y'all was giving it away for free in the first beginning, but that's just my opinion. But I broke the rules according to whatever the rights and violations are, so they shut me down. Anyway, so that's what happened. So that's why I say I was a bad girl. Okay. Next on to, hey Ebony, W765. So that's the reason why I was gone. Actually, they, had suspended my account. I had to send emails to Periscope. How you doing? I had to send emails to Periscope Help and, send another email saying I'm sorry, I violated the rules, etc., etc. I think I know that man. So, first of all, I'm in Orlando, Florida, and for those who have joined, I'm Thick Madam 730. I scope about entertainment, life, and the random things that come to my mind. And I think I started Periscope at the beginning of this year and was getting into Periscope, and I Periscoped Lemonade and got in trouble. And they disabled my account, and I could not scope. I could not see anybody's scopes, and I had to go through a process to get my account back. Anyway, I'm back. So I'm going to start back scoping. I'm a part of Perry Newbies on Facebook, and I'm a part of Perry Girls, actually. And I got to get back into scoping those scopes now that I am now enabled and no longer disabled. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was the trans bathrooms and that whole situation and how people feel about that and what the issue is. So, I guess I don't know if I need to preface this by saying I'm just going to say in terms of how I feel. I am more of, I guess, a gay-friendly person in the terms of that stuff doesn't bother me. We all have our own life, whether you are gay, whether you are straight, lesbian, bisexual, trans. I think the other one is questioning the Q. Whether you fall into any of those categories, I don't care, because what you do as far as who you like and who you're attracted to, it has no bearing on me. It definitely has no bearing on what type of person you are. So I really hate that people make it such an issue of like, those are bad people. Gay people are bad people. You bisexual and you like both, you're a bad person. If you're transgender, it's really something wrong with you and you're a bad person. Now, I know that there are Christian views and I believe in the Lord and all of that, but above all things that I feel like people are going to pick out and go through, and in the Bible, I think that the main thing that God is He is love. And I think that that's how you need to approach people, and that's how it needs to be handled. People need to be handled with love. I have gay friends. I have gay family members, whether they are out or not. We all do. So let's be clear on that. That in our families, everybody got gay people. You either have a gay, a lesbian, and you might have a transgender. And you might have all three. You might have all of the above. So I think for people to be worried about what other people are doing sexually and how that affects them, that's crazy to me. I think that how Christians approach how you feel that being gay and the whole lifestyle and all of that is wrong, how you approach it as a Christian, I think is ridiculous. Telling people they're gonna go to hell for what they doing, just because of that. Listen, everybody that's sitting in your church house is going to go to hell for something that they did. Like, everybody that's in there, whether they are women that like men or men that like men or women that, whatever. We all sin, and it's none greater than the other. So just the same way you will sit in line deceive in the church and that person is gay, y'all might be both sitting by each other in hell if that's going to be the case. And that ain't for any of us to say. That's not for any of us to say. That's not for you to, you are not the ultimate person who will determine that. So for people to walk around with this holier than thou, I am better because I go and I sit in a church house every day, and because I say that I, live the life of Christ, and because I know what is in the Bible, so does the devil. Let's remember that he was an angel. And then still dwells among us. And that spirit is in people that are in the church. Some of the people that sit on the pulpit. But I'm not going to go there. I mean, I went there, but I'm not going to continue to keep going there. Because the point of what I want to talk about is in reference to the bathroom. But all of that kind of stems into this. So, people are upset because, one, Obama feels that people who are transgender, so whether you're a trans woman or a trans man, and for those who don't know, if you are a trans woman, then you are transitioning or have transitioned from a man to a woman. And if you are a trans man, then you have transitioned from a woman to a man. Okay? So, whether they post-op or pre-op, whatever, but that's what it is. Okay? So, he feels, and it's mainly based around schools, but we also see that there are some things going on adult-wise in reference to the bathrooms, like in North Carolina, I believe it is, it, passed that law and whatnot, okay? And Obama's basically made it a federal mandate or law that students going to school, and I looked at it, and I'm going to assume that applies to anybody, but specifically schools. This is why people, I guess, are all up in roar, because it's about the children. Okay? Child, some of y'all ain't even watching y'all kids when they at home with you. But you worry about what's going on at the schoolhouse. Some of y'all don't even go to the PTA meeting, but you worry about what's going on at the schoolhouse. Some of y'all don't know that your kids can't read, but you worry about what's going on at the schoolhouse in the bathroom. Not just in the classroom, but in the bathroom. Child, boo. What was I finna say? Because I had another thought just then. And I'm gonna post this to my YouTube video, because I was gonna do another video for that, but nobody's really in the scope. If anybody comes in, hey, they come in. But I'm gonna post this to YouTube in terms of my thoughts. Anyway, what was I finna say? Okay, so for high school students, middle school students, and I guess elementary, because you have kids that are that young that are trans, and they have the right by law now. I mean, to me, it's common damn sense when I tell you my logic behind it and my thought process, but it's common damn sense. But now by law, if you identify as woman, so if you were a young man and now you are a young woman, you identify as a woman, therefore you should go to the women's bathroom. And if you are a young woman who transitioned to a man and you identify as male, then you go to the boys or to the men's bathroom. Okay. So, one of my people who I love on Periscope, I seen him in somebody else's scope, and he is upset. He said he used to, well, the dude who was doing the scope as well said they used to fuck with Obama till he did this. Okay? Because they don't want them in the bathroom with their kids. Okay. Number one, I want to make an alert and an announcement to you that if you did not know, trans people, that means trans women and trans men, trans young women and trans young men, have been around. They just didn't sprout up out the ground yesterday and start trying to go to the bathroom with your daughters and your sons and you and your husbands and your boyfriends and your brothers and your sisters and your mamas and your daddies. So since transitioning, or since, this is people their whole lives for long times, I'm sure, and I haven't done it because this is my thought process. So I feel that if you disagree with what I say, go ahead and research it and go look into it. But I can guarantee you that trans people have been around for decades. I'm sure people it didn't just start popping up that people have that thought process. And I feel that people are so like, that's crazy and blase, that you would feel like you're born in the wrong body. But how is it not possible? If we can have people whose minds are so genius and work a certain way, and are crazy and are, able to see things, how is it that it's not possible that in a mind you don't have the mind that you are that sex, that your body, maybe not necessarily that you're in the wrong body, but that mentally I'm not this. I think that it's possible because of how our bodies work. Our bodies are so, hey y'all that just joined, I think Madame 730, I actually told a story about my Periscope being suspended and why, and I'm actually talking about trans bathrooms and the whole people that's mad at Obama and my opinion on it. What was I saying? But I just feel like it's not for you to try to understand from that person's perspective why they say I am not really a man, even though that's what I was born. I am a woman. If you come to me and I see you and you are a woman, who am I to say no you're not? Like, why is that my business? I don't care. And other people shouldn't either. So, okay. So, when they now say they can, by law, go to the bathroom, but they've been going to the bathroom. Because unless you're telling me that you have seen an influx of people who are dressed like women coming into the men's bathroom, then that means they was going to the women's, right? And unless you're telling me that you've seen an influx of men coming into the women's restroom and using it, that means they were going into the men's restroom. So that means you was probably, because in men's bathrooms, they have urinals and stalls for ladies that have never been. Listen, I've used the men's bathroom, I ain't even gonna lie. Man's bath, if the women's bathroom, like especially at a gas station, like at the racetrack, if somebody in the women's bathroom, I'm going to the men's bathroom if I'm in the tight. I'm sorry, I will do it. Now, I hope that ain't against the law now for me to go in the bathroom, but it was a little sneak tip. And it was abnormal for me, so it was like a get in there, squat, and keep it moving and get out of there real quick. But I would not want to be in the restroom at Walmart and have a man come in the bathroom and use the bathroom, like, if you are supposed to be, if you when you get up in the morning, because because what I don't think people understand is that once a person transitions, so now you're a woman or now you're a man, he's getting up every day and he is a man. He's gonna wear pants. He's not gonna ever wear a skirt, more than likely, unless he's, Scottish or whoever wear the kilts. But you're not gonna wear a dress. You're not gonna wear a skirt. You're not gonna put on high heels. Depending on his fashion style, he might put on some Nike tennis shoes or some Stacey Adams if he fly fresh. He might put on some Docker. Is them shoes Dockers? Or that's pants, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say. Men's attire. Living life as a man. Because that person has been taking hormones and all of those things. Hormones, testosterone. Shaving. You're going to the barbershop to get your hair. You're living your life as a man every day. And if I did not tell you, or that person didn't tell you, I am trans, you never know. That's what I just don't think that people are getting through. You're never going to know. You're never going to know. Unless they say that woman, because with the trans man, I think it's kind of less detectable than if we're talking about a trans woman. Because if that woman is, as they would call, clocky, meaning that you can kind of see that you may have, female feature. I mean, you may have manly features or not look all the way female. You're probably going to look twice. And I've seen, one or two in the bathroom at Walmart or Target, well, just, out in the store. But at the same time, do your thing. Because people are like, oh, I don't want them around my kids. Excuse me, is your child going to the store with that person? Whether that be in the Walmart or whether that be in the schoolhouse. When your child goes to the bathroom, what your child should be focusing on and what you should be focusing on when you go to the bathroom is using it. Please wash your hands and go on about your business. Continue shopping, take your butt back to class or whatever, you should be doing. If we are that so into people's business that we know that this person that went into the bathroom is a trans woman, you may be spending too much time in the bathroom. Because, if I think about it, unless the bathroom is really, really busy, if I go to Walmart, there may be people already in the stall. By the time I get in the stall, somebody may be coming in and go into another stall. The only time you really see people is when you come out to wash your hands, and you may not even see people because they might still be in the stall. Catch that. They may not even be anywhere near you. You are going about your business. I go into Walmart. If I have to use the bathroom, I go in the stall. I use the bathroom. I take care of my business. I wash my hands, and I go back to shopping, or I leave the store, depending upon what time in my journey I'm on. And people are taking it to a level that, oh, they're perverts and they're going to get my children. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily where the majority of the perverts are. And 9 times out of 10, a trans person that is in the bathroom, men's or women's bathroom, they don't want your kids. They don't. I mean, a lot of people may feel that they're freaks. It's a freak of nature and whatever, but it's still a person. I mean, like, when we boil this down, we want to say, we love people. But if people aren't what you expect them to be or what you want them to be, does then your love of a person change? You loving that person as a human being change? Is you respecting that person as a human being change? That means that there's something wrong with you. If you can see that person, see them walking down the street, see them in the store, and feel that you have the right because of them being whomever they are, however they are, that you can disrespect them, it's something wrong with you. Because that's the same thing as if a white person were to come into just a random bathroom or into a store and stand behind you in line and be like, you shouldn't be in here because you black. That would be the same thing as if a skinny person standing behind a fat person, oh, you shouldn't be in here because you fat. And I can tell you that from personal experience, and I will get a person together quick behind me, and it's not because I'm insecure, because I am who I am. I am Thick Madam 730. Thank you all for who joined. And you're not going to disrespect me. Now, you can talk about me when you get to your car. You can text your friend in your phone. But if I can verbally hear, if I can hear you, if I can hear the words that are coming out of your mouth and make out clearly, distinctly what you're saying, I'm going to get you together right then. Why is that your concern? Now, we all talk about people, because I talk about people too. But why is that your concern at that time for you to say to that person or in that person's earshot? Because you know when people do that, that's low-key how they talking shit to you without saying it to your face. And so people like that, I like to turn it around and put what they're doing back in their face on them. That's my whole thought process of that. It ain't even really about what you're saying or what you're talking about me, because at the end of the day, I feel for myself, I have love in my life. People who care about me, they love me regardless of what I look like. So I'm not bothered. I know what type of person I am. I know who I am on the inside, so I'm not bothered. So what you're saying is not bothering me, but what you're doing is disrespectful. So respectfully, I'm going to get you together. And I'm not going to, now, you come at me wrong, and when I address you, I may cuss you out. But if I just, why is that your concern? Like, I have had to tell a group of guys when I was walking by them, one guy feels the necessary to tell his friend, oh, there you go. Oh, no, that ain't me. I said, first of all, I wouldn't want either one of you. So why are you trying to pass me on to him as if I'm an insult, baby? I would be something in your life to get right. Ask about me. And kept walking. It ain't about what you saying to me, because you don't make me feel bad by you trying to pass me on to him, because I know I'm a good piece of woman. So whoever you are standing at this corner store with no goals and no life, that has no bearing on me. But I want you to be clear that I hear you, and being disrespectful to people is not cool. So I will get you together. So in the same light, it is not okay to disrespect some person if you know that they are trans. Because oh no, don't cancel it. Hello? Am I still broad? Okay. My signal was a little bad. I hope I'm back in. Okay. So that's not cool. And I think that it would be ridiculous for us to see a trans woman go to a man's bathroom. And I think it would be ridiculous for us to see a trans man go into a women's bathroom. So I think that people need to open your mind, not be so ignorant, because that's ignorance. That's ignorance for you to try to press upon someone else how you feel that they should be living their life. As long as what they're doing is not harming you or your family. And I don't think that someone going to the bathroom and pissing is harming you or your family. And for them people saying, oh, they're going to have perverts trying to dress like women, they've been doing it. Stop trying to use stuff that's been to actually validate an argument that's bullshit, because the argument is bullshit. I think the argument is absolute bullshit for these people. They're saying, I don't want a trans woman coming to the bathroom with me and my daughter, because she's going to rape you and your daughter, because she's going to do what to your daughter. I don't understand how that woman, because I am going to refer to her as a woman, because respect people as they are. As I come to you as a woman and another person comes to you as a man, you respect them if they straight. So why would somebody else does in their bathroom, in their bedroom, or in the privacy of their own home, why is that a valid reason to be disrespectful and not honor humanity? Because I think that's what is happening. I think humanity is being dishonored. And we want to pick and choose who we give humanity to, or who we are humane to. And if you are going to be humane to one, you have to be humane to all. You have to be humane to all. Like, that's craziness. You can't pick and choose who it's allotted to. If you are human, you deserve humanity and to be treated humanely, as if you are a person, respectfully. Now, I personally know a trans person, and I can honestly say she is a good person. You know, everybody got their little ticks and stuff, but I'm a little crazy, and I'm a naturally born woman. So we all a little bit ticky boom boom. So she's just one of my friends that's a little bit crazy, but she is a good person. When I see her, she is a woman, period and point blank, regardless of what I know, because I don't see anything else, because that's how she lives life. And I'm going to respect that, because I'm a person that respects people. Now, if you're just running around being a disrespectful person, accept that about yourself, but understand when you live life as a disrespectful person, that then breeds more disrespect. And if the intent in our life is for us to live a nice, you know, peaceful life where people just get along, respect each other, it will be a better place. Because you know how many more issues that there are to be worrying about other than which bathroom somebody is going into? Like, it's so much other stuff in the world that's happening. Because guess what? Terrorists try to blow us up. They ain't gonna care whether you bisexual, whether you gay, whether you straight, whether you trans. Your ass is gonna be blowed up. They're not gonna pick and choose. You know, and that's just the same. It's the same thing with racism and sexism and classism. All of those things are bred upon people disrespecting another type of person. Men not respecting women. Races not respecting each other. People's sexual orientations not being respected. Why is it your business? That's my main question. Why is it your business? Why is it your business? Some of y'all like to put, I don't want to be graphic, but I'm just saying, people in the world like to put gerbils up their butts. That's not my business. You like a little rat up your butt? That's your business. Some people like beads in their butt. You know, people like different things, and that's between a man and a woman. But that ain't even nobody's business. Between that man and that woman, what you want to call normal, that's not even your business. So why what this gay man or this lesbian woman or this transsexual man or transsexual woman is doing with their life that's not harming you, that a lot of people are living productive lives. Now, let's be clear. You got people that's perverse in every class of people. Because, you know, a lot of, and the majority of molestation cases are not people who are gay, but it's an old man messing with little girls or messing with little boys. Your young son messing with his brothers and sisters and other people's children. People, y'all don't watch y'all kids in your home. Like I said earlier, you don't go to the PTA meeting, but you want to be mad about a trans girl that's in middle school or in high school going to the girls' bathroom with your daughter. What's she gonna do to your daughter than probably give her some makeup tips that her ass might need? What else? Like, is she gonna, I mean, let's think about this logically. She's likely to want to be friends with your daughter. If we think about this, just if we take fear out of it, because I think that's a lot of stuff that one has been allowed to be perpetrated in social media, in the news, is the fear. When you put fear in people, it allows them to react in a way of protection, and sometimes that protection can present itself as disrespect or ignorance or judgment or discrimination. So if you educate yourself, and if you take your fear out of it and sit down for a moment and take yourself out of the shoes of, this is my daughter and I'm scared that she's in the bathroom with this trans girl, and say, a trans girl going into the girls' bathroom at school, let's say she was at lunch. She ate a lunch, and now she got to go to the bathroom. She probably going to go in the bathroom. She's probably going to pee, wash her hands, and take her ass either back to the lunchroom if lunch is still going on, or to class. Okay? So now, this girl doing those activities in the bathroom, which is what it's intended for, how is that going to harm my daughter, who may at the same time be in the bathroom with this trans girl? When you think about it and you try to find a reason, you can't, because I can't find any. Now, let's say your daughter and this trans girl are in the bathroom. And let's say the trans girl says something slick to your daughter. Oh, Trick, I don't like you. I don't like that blue shirt you got on. Why you wear that color? It don't look good on you. And your daughter says back to her, oh, whatever, you this, you that. You know, I don't like you either. I don't like them jeans you got on. They raggedy. And they get and commence to fighting. You know, somebody throws the first blow. Well, I feel like that's high school. So that has nothing to do with that person being a trans person. That's just a children's thing. Because that same particular event could have happened with a girl that was naturally born a girl in the bathroom with your daughter who didn't like her blue shirt, and they got to cursing each other out and they got to fighting. So then I go back to again, how does this trans girl going to the bathroom impact your daughter? And the same with a trans boy. Like, I think it's just absolutely ridiculous to sit and think that that would be smart to have a girl in a dress with a weave or her hairstyle, earrings, a face of makeup. Maybe she don't have a face of makeup, but physically we see her and she looks like a girl. We gonna send her to the boys' bathroom, really? Is that what we're telling? Is that what we are arguing? Because that is the point people are arguing. Now let's think about this. Before anybody said anything, and let's say this trans girl, you know, whoever she is, that I'm just you know, an imaginary trans girl, but let's just say she's a senior in high school. So before all this talk here now in 2016, 2015, ninth grade, she was already transitioned. When she came into high school, she was already transitioned, let's say. She's been going to the bathroom with your daughter. Just like as a boy that could have been your daughter's friend, as a girl, this could be your daughter's friend. And this could be your son's friend, etc. People are people. People are people. So to say, I don't want you to go to the bathroom, child, sit down. Like, it's just stupid. And y'all sound stupid when y'all say it. Y'all sound very stupid and ignorant when you say it. What do you really honestly think is going to happen to your children? Some of the stuff y'all are not protecting them from. Like, I don't understand. Like, I do not understand. So many kids are kidnapped because parents are not watching them. They didn't have to do nothing with a trans person. You know, most times how perverts get your... You know how most times perverts get your children in the stores? Not, you know, not off the school subject. In the store. It's because they see you in the, let's say in the mall, in the food court, and you're sitting down at the tables and you let little Susie just run on off to the bathroom. She's a big girl. She knows how to pee. But Susie is 5 years old. Susie is 6 years old. And then an hour later, Suzanne came out the bathroom because Pete, your local farmer, or your local gas station attendant, or your local sheriff, saw you not watching her in the mall. And he watched. And he looked. And he said, oh, they ain't paying attention. Oh, I can go and get little Susie. And he went right in the women's bathroom because no other women were in there. He waited till all the other women was out. Little Susie was taking forever. She couldn't hardly wipe herself. And he went and grabbed her and took her out of an exit, out the back door, and slid out on your ass. And now an hour later, you looking for her and you don't know what happened. I've heard it said, I haven't looked, but I believe the source that it came from, that there are no reports of a trans person attacking another person, like, you know, a trans woman attacking a woman in the bathroom. Now, they're being attacked. And we could talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how people just randomly attack somebody that's walking down the street that's minding their own business because you don't like what they are, as you would say, or who they are, as I would say. Let's talk about that. You have to respect people, and that's what it all just boils down to. Now, what I do say is you need to protect your children, period, in the point blank. Because, let's be clear, there are women who are naturally born women who are in the bathroom with your children who molest girls and who molest little boys. I'm going to sit that one right there on your table. Like, please stop acting. Like, had someone not told you that a trans person was using the bathroom with you, you would not know. You would not know, you would not know, you would not know. Therefore, you still be going to the bathroom, and your children would too. And you will still not be having no issues just like you've been. Don't let people hype you up for some foolishness that you don't even need parts of that fight. Keep the comments to yourself because it's ignorant. You wouldn't want anybody saying it about you because, let's be clear, y'all will talk about gay people. Y'all will talk about, lesbians and transgender people, but you got them in your family. You got them in your family. And if somebody was to talk about your cousin and how fruity he is, or talk about your cousin and how butch she is, or talk about your cousin even if he's not butch, just talk about how he's gay and how I don't know, I felt something in my head. Child, I might need trees. I need to get the hell out of this park. Talk about him being gay and, even if he's a manly man, he's gay. You would not want that. So don't do that to something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's brother or sister. Don't do that. I just think it's just wrong. And I think people need to open up, know that people are people. Good people, bad people exist in every realm. Haven't you fell out with friends and that friend was straight and they did you dirty dog down? So that lets you know sexuality does not drive who a person is, whether, that be good or bad. It does not determine that. That just is who they are attracted to. I think it's nuts out here, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Hey there, thank you for joining. I'm actually about to get off. You might have to catch the replay. It's a good conversation. I'm actually going to post it on my YouTube video. I was talking about the trans bathrooms, and that I think it's just stupid of people just to even make it an argument. If you are a woman and you identify as a woman, go to the women's bathroom. I don't want you in a skirt standing at the urinal, even if you are pre-op. I don't think anybody would want that. I think it's just crazy. And I think it's just ridiculous for people to try to even make it an issue. It's not an issue. Don't make it an issue. It's not an issue. It hasn't been an issue. Why is it an issue now? You know why? They're trying to get y'all to focus on trans bathrooms so they can vote Donald Trump ass in the office. I think it is all a conspiracy. They are making you look into this issue so you can pay attention to that and not be focusing on the true stuff that you need to be focusing on. Like making sure your ass is registered to vote. Making sure you don't vote for Donald Trump. Making sure you are registered to vote and that you don't vote for Donald Trump. Yes, I said it. Like, for a lot of black people, you're mad at Obama now. So now, he was the best thing since sliced bread, right? Not because he don't agree with what you agree with, which is really stupid. He's horrible. Now I don't fuck with him. Come on now. What your president has done is basically said we are all human beings. And we as black people who have been treated so inhumanely need to stop acting as if we don't understand what that is and trying to press it upon other people. Don't do that, because we have so many issues as black people. We have so many issues as black people in our community that what we need to be doing is embracing our gay brothers and sisters, our lesbian brothers and sisters, and our transgender brothers and sisters. And we need to be coming together as black people, not as gay people, not as trans people, not as lesbian people, bisexual, or questioning, whatever the Q stands for. I think that's what it stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong. We need to be focusing as black people on our community. And I would say the same thing for anybody else. Mexican people, y'all need to be focusing on Mexican people. Spanish people, Latin people, y'all need to be focusing on y'all. Like, it's so much other stuff that we could be doing and talking about other than who using the bathroom when they still been using the bathroom they've been using. It aggravates me. So that's why I'm so hyped. I'm gonna get off now. I will be posting this video to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you to my replay viewers. Thank you for the hearts. Thick Madam 730. Oh, real quick before I go. So, if you look at my profile, I'm an independent Scentsy consultant. Check out the website. And on Instagram, go ahead and like Thick Madam 730 and the Scent Sisters 2230. The Scent Sisters 2230. And then the same for me, Thick Madam 730 on Twitter. And then I couldn't get all of the characters. I couldn't get all the characters on Twitter for the Scent Sisters, so it's the Scent Sisters 223 on Twitter. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram, me and the Scent Sisters. Also like the Scent Sisters Facebook page. You will see my face along with my Scent Sister. Her face will be on this side in the picture to me, Jakai. And like our Facebook page, share it with your friends, share my Instagram with your friends, add me on the page, and I'll give a holler back and I'll follow you back. What else I want to say? I think that's about it. Go ahead and check out my website. It'll be on the YouTube video. It's going to be in the more info box. On Instagram, my webpage is in my profile, on Periscope, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever. Everywhere you see me, Sabrina Soft and Fluffy Johnson, Thick Madam 730, anywhere you see me, you'll be able to find a link to my website. Check it out. Check out the sales section. Hit me up if you got any questions about scents, etc. Love you. Mean it. I'm out. Stop being ignorant. Love everybody. Peace.